mother's mission, born from tragedy, could soon change Ohio law. More than a decade after Caitlin Markham's disappearance and death, her father is fighting for justice that goes beyond her case.
It's called Caitlin's Law, and WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson sat down with Dave Markham and his wife Peggy about their push now to make sure what happened to Caitlin never happens again. Hi there, Karen.
Yeah, hey guys, you know, John Carter is the only person ever convicted in connection to Caitlin's death. But investigators always believed others were involved. Also, Caitlin's family thought more charges should have been filed. However, the challenge, by the time Carter was indicted, more than 10 years passed, and really prosecutors' hands were tied because of statute of limitations. For years, Dave Markham lived with questions no parent should ever ask. Where is my daughter? Why did she disappear? And how could someone hide her for so long? Caitlin Markham vanished from her Fairfield townhome in August of 2011. Her remains were found almost 2 years later, wrapped in a tarp across state lines in a remote area of Indiana. More than a decade after Caitlin was last seen, her fiance, John Carter, was arrested for murder.
You guys copy? He's in custody. Putting him in my car in front of him.
Last year, Carter took a plea deal.
What is your plea to count 1, involuntary manslaughter, a felony of the 3rd degree?
Guilty.
He was sentenced to 3 years in prison, the maximum sentence allowed under Ohio law for an involuntary manslaughter conviction.
That was kind of a sucker punch.
Dave Markham and his wife Peggy says justice didn't just come late. It didn't go far enough.
You know, they destroyed evidence, they hid evidence. There just seems to be just so many other crimes involved in this.
And there was nothing that could be done legally in Ohio?
Not at this point, and that's what we want to change.
That's what we're working on.
In Ohio, crimes tied to murder like abuse of a corpse, tampering with evidence, or obstruction of justice often expire after 6 or 10 years. By the time Carter was arrested, prosecutors' hands were tied.
The death of, your daughter is the fact that somebody purposely and willingly tried to hide the crime, tried to hide it from us.
The Markhams believe the crime of hiding a body should never expire because the pain never does.
It's not right, and we're going to do whatever we can to make changes so other families don't go through this.
Through Caitlin's Law, a proposal now backed by state representatives Jennifer Gross and Josh Williams. It would make concealing a death or moving a body a felony with no statute of limitations. For Dave and Peggy, this isn't about vengeance. It's about legacy.
She's going to live on. She's going to live on. And not just through me, I push it, but by others.
The Markhams know they can't rewrite the past, but believe they can protect other families from the same kind of heartbreak. And they say Caitlin is still with them, watching and guiding the way.
Caitlin
Always.
is always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's watching.
And Caitlin's Law, which is House Bill 459, has been introduced in the House. And Dave Markham is asking, once it gets to the point where hearings are starting to be held, he's asking people speak up, write letters to lawmakers. He's asking to support the bill. Again, not for him, but for other families in the future. Reporting live tonight in Butler County, Karen Johnson, WLWT News 5.